Hey, Badger Farm Girl here. Project number 2, or one of the main projects on the trailer. I'm gonna put LED lights on, or inside the trailer. One thing about the trailer is that the light that's in it only works when it's hooked up to the truck. So I want to do something with a different battery, external battery. I got an old XLR battery or old lawnmower battery. So a little project for today. It's a windy Saturday. I got my cross members up in the trailer for the kayak. I think I'm going to cover these with carpet, and then the 12-foot kayak, the nose should reach up there. But I got some room to adjust. I can move them up here. But anyways, so I got those done. And now today's project will be putting LED strip lighting all the way around. And my thought is, if this works out right, then drop the light down through here. So if I do put a table or some work surface there, that I would have light lower to the floor, and then possibly put the battery source or power source right there, and then it's got a remote, and then my thought will be all velcroed that to here, so when you come in, if it's not hooked up to the truck, then I'll be able to grab it and turn it on. So that's the thought today. I got a little dog help here. I'm anxious to get this done. The weather here has just been horrible, but it's probably a good time to do this before the weather gets really nice and I want to be out riding. So here we go. So here are a couple things that I have to work with today. I got my drill, and then this is strip lighting. It came with 2 reels, cuttable, supposed to be waterproof, with an adapter here for the remote, and then there's a power source to hook into a 110 outlet, but I left that in the house right now. I had to order these separate. These are actually brackets besides the adhesive, to put these brackets around it so they don't fall. And then here's the remote. And then when I cut, I got 2 extenders, and my thought is that I will need them right in there, but we'll see. Let's see how this goes. So here's the beginning of this project. So here's a close-up of the LED strips. You can see this. It's got the ends. There's an arrow marker here that you have to match up to the adapter that goes into the battery source. What I did also purchase were these alligator clips that I can plug into the white box, and I can plug it or connect it to another battery. So I've got options here. I've got a small lawnmower battery that I've got in a battery box that I cut a hole through, and I'll show that later. But so these runs are 16 feet. And I got it going all the way down. So my thought that I will start this way, go this way. Hopefully I won't have to make any cuts. Hopefully it'll use it all up. If I come short on the end there, that'll be totally fine. And here we go. Okay, so what I did here, this is not probably, I gotta order some more parts, but I'm gonna get as much done as I can today. So these lines right here is where you can cut with the scissors. So what I did is I ran this down with a little gap here up on the wall, off the metal, because I didn't want any of this to touch against metal. And then at this point here, I drilled a hole with a drill. Get this out of my hand here. And then I'm gonna put this clip in there to hold it up. So I probably really shouldn't be doing this today because it's not that warm out, but I think it'll be okay. So that's the plan, and then I will do that all the way down this way until I know I can make 1 cut, but I'm gonna have an issue turning that corner, and I think I have to order another piece for that. So I'll do what I can today on this side, and then this side I'll do the same, and then make it easy enough when I get that part I can make it happen. So should be good. All right, before I get any farther, and I want to make sure that the connection I made up there is good, I came and brought another power supply. So one of the things I'm going to use for a power supply is this, this all-in-one, 5-in-1 power pack. I got that from Harbor Freight a while back. The cool thing about this is there's a 110 plug. So I hooked up the end And here's the power supply that came with the pack of LED lights, and then I'm just going to plug her in here. And then for this to run, I have to turn it on. I gotta get my remote. So the moment of truth is, will it work? So right there, which I kind of figured, that connection is not right. So I've got to fix that. So all is good so far, kinda. Just got to fix it. Well, I ended up taking the second. I had 2 reels of lights, so I've got them up right now, and I've got to figure out the corner here. So 1 row without cutting it gets me that far, but it's turned out pretty nice. It's cold here. I didn't remove the sticky stuff. I just have this up with the brackets, but actually gives plenty of light in here, so I'm happy with it. I just got to figure out the details of how this is all going to work. So here's the unit. But yeah, it'll work. I got time. Thank God I'm in a hurry to go anywhere. So, and oh, here, I'll show you what else it can do. So you can go white light, blue light, green light, red light, and I think there's some setting here where it can do, it just bounces all over the place. It can flicker. I'm not sure that's my thing, but yeah, this will turn out really well. So I'm happy with it so far. So work in progress. All right, I'm kind of done. Made a couple of mistakes, which is fine. Everything worked out. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, this trailer is just for hauling my ATV, and then I got lights in here if it gets dark out or whatever. But so the things I've done. They say that you shouldn't contact metal. My first run, I cut it, spliced it. The splice didn't work. Got frustrated, so I thought I had 2 runs. So I put 1 run down, the one I spliced, and brought it back in the house later. Figured that one out, thanks to YouTube. Came back with the 1 run, and I did not cut this one, and I kind of wish I didn't cut the first one. So it was a 16-foot run, I believe, and instead of contacting the metal, I kind of put a gap here, like so it's not touching. And what really made this helpful was that these little clamps here, so I was able to kind of tack it up all the way. With this one, I did not peel off the backer. If this does not work out, I mean, I always can go back and do it, but if it doesn't work out, I just unscrew these a little bit, slide them out, put new run up there, and all is good. So I was able to come all the way down here, and then I went back in the house and spliced it right here, which was kind of interesting because I did not find any directions that worked. So at this point, I just recut the line at the line here at 2 other places, so I lost about 6 inches and kind of figured out what needed to be done. But the problem is, obviously, it kind of didn't have a really good connection because these lights don't match. So I think there's a pin off a little bit, but most of the colors work, but I really don't care. So it actually goes all the way down here, and then at the end here where the ends are, I did tack them up here, and you know, who knows what'll be next. And I did the same here on this side. So looking to the front of the trailer, it kind of all works out. So I'm happy the way this turned out. First time, you know, when you learn as you go. What I did down here is I have the connectors here. And what I ended up doing with this pack here, and this here, it kind of gets set up for the remote. I put Velcro on the back, and then I'm able to just stuck it on here. I have my power cable here. Oh crap. That was a malfunction. Anyway, so back to here, so I Velcroed that. And this little dinghy here is the connection to the remote control to change the colors. And then I got it hooked into this 5-in-1. And I do have another battery that I'm gonna set up there on a wall. I'm gonna get a bracket, and then I got these alligator clips to clip to that. So I think I'll be set. So I got enough light in here. It's cheaper than putting a window. I did cost out putting a window in here. It was like $700, which I thought It was really a bit ridiculous, but kind of turned out. So if they're out in here, I can do red, I can do green, blue. Actually, the blue works all the way around. The white light is the one that is kind of messed up. And then there's white. You can see the difference, at least I can here. And then, so it's programmable. This is the auto setting. I don't know, it's giving me a headache, but I know, it's kind of fun. Not sure I'd want it in here all the time, but kind of the stuff it does. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of where I like it. Actually, the blue's kind of cool. Anyways, so I'm happy. My trailer, I got light in here now. Window probably would have been nicer, but ain't happening. So, one project done. I still gotta figure out that whole thing down there, but all's good. Don't be afraid to try it. If I can do it, heck, you guys can. It's not a huge investment, but stuff's pretty idiot-proof, but sometimes you mess it up a little bit. Okay, it's all finished up for now. Saturday project is done. Took some Velcro here and stuck it here. Obviously it's not sticking very good, but I got my control here for the lights. So it's off. I'm sure it'll fall down, but here we go. Turn this bad boy off, unplug it, and we're good for now. So I think it'll work. It all turned out okay. I'll clean up that wiring there once I get the other battery and to get that figured out. And so far so good. See what happens. Yeah, it's just to add extra light. So I would recommend this to anyone. It's an easy enough job. I think it adds a lot as far as having light in here because it gets pretty dark. We'll see what happens when I go down the road, what falls off, but it shouldn't because I ended up coming through and putting a lot more clear clamps through this hole here. So we're good. We're good.